Welcome to Alphabet City. I'm your guide, Ayaz Akhtar, and you're the audience who knows how to count. Speaking of that, reports say that there will not be a Samsung Galaxy S11. Instead, the next series would be called the S20. The good folks over at XDA Developers published images of what they say are the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. Let's take a nice long look. We've got a tiny bezel on the top and sides. There's a slightly larger bezel at the bottom. On the top, we're looking at a centered punch hole for the front-facing camera like the Note 10. XDA sources say the display is less curved than before and feels almost flat. On the shiny back, we're looking at a large rectangular camera array on the left side. The rear shot also shows us the buttons on the left. There's a volume rocker and a power button. It looks like the dedicated Bixby button got the boot. Let's go back in time. Back in December, the extremely reliable Ice Universe tweeted that what would be the S11e would be called the S20. The regular S11 would be called the S20 Plus. So the images from XDA are showing us what would have been the standard edition of the next S. It's kind of like how Apple turned the new version of the XR into the iPhone 11. The fancier phones got the Pro designations. Back to Samsung, what was once known as the Plus models might be renamed Ultra. The S20 Ultra would be the highest end version of the S20. XDA says that could come with a new main image sensor along with ultra-wide, telephoto, and maybe macro lenses. If the naming convention was not enough, there should also be 4G and 5G variants. XDA thinks that the US would get the 5G variants only. But wait, there's more about the S20 Ultra 5G. Max Weinbach also tweeted some specs about it. He says the Ultra 5G would keep the SD card and support up to 1 terabyte there. As for internal storage, you're looking at 120 gigs up to 512 gigs. You'd have up to 16 gigs of RAM too. The 5G Ultra would also include a huge 5,000 milliamp hour battery with a 45 watt option for fast charging. It would take 74 minutes to fully charge a dead Ultra 5G. Wow. In all the years I've been closely covering Samsung things, I'll tell you XDA and Ice Universe have been extremely reliable. Would Samsung skip from the S10 to the S20? I think if the company will reclassify its phones, meaning dropping the E designation and rebranding the Plus as the Ultra, kind of makes sense to jump to 20. Instead of thinking of the S11 as a small upgrade to the 10, the S20 sounds like a big upgrade, even if it's not. Other famous examples of counting issues include Apple with iPhone 7, 8, and then 10, Microsoft with Windows 7, 8, and then 10. We won't talk about what happened between 3.1 and Vista, other than that mention. Also, Samsung itself skipped the Note 6 to align the Note 7 with the Galaxy S7. Samsung also muddied the waters recently by introducing the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite. That joined the S10e, the S10, and the S10 Plus. There's also the S10 5G. Perhaps in 2020, Samsung will reset the slate to reduce confusion. As for design, centering the front-facing camera also makes sense, so the S10 and S20 look different to customers. I find the centered look a little bit more pleasing to the eye. I don't know what it's going to take for Samsung to reduce that bottom bezel though. Good luck with that. Remember, Samsung's official event will be held on February 11th. As an aside, Comment Cove returns next time. We've been scraping up the most reliable news on the S11 for a while. Check this out for more information. If you've enjoyed your stay in Alphabet City, please like and subscribe. If you've got any questions, comments, or news, let me know on Twitter. I'm at Ayaz. I'm very likely to respond. I'm Ayaz Akhtar, and I'll see you online.